Okay, welcome to Project Manage This, and we'll be looking at Asana, A-S-A-N-A. Web-based and app for Android and Apple that is help with your small business and your project management. So just to show you its basic functionality, so you can add a text. So I want to produce a video for Evernote, which is another piece of software that, if you haven't heard of, is well worth looking at. And what's great with Asana, which is different from the likes of Wunderlist and even Trello, is that you can start putting comments against the actual task. So write a review, and you can comment on that. And you can put a bit of a description, so review to include references, whatever, I don't know. And what's great is that then it turns into a bit more than just a tick list, to-do list. So it makes it a bit more relevant, so that when someone looks at the high-level producer video for Evernote, it's actually a task rather than a tick box exercise. So in here you could write a full description about what you want to do, and you could even comment on it. What it means as well, that you can add individuals from your project and business team, which is the other side of Asana that works. But let's stick with the task bit for the time being. So the other thing that you can also do is you can assign projects. So here is where your project, so here we go, project manage this. But if I just set up another project, so house renovation or whatever, then you'll find that you can create the layout as either a list, which is what you just saw. You can have it as a board, so like sticky notes. So this is very similar to Trello, in which you have different boards set up. And if I just create a project to show you what that looks like, and I'll create it publicly so people can see it, you can then start adding almost like post-it notes. So if I add a column, so I want this column to be called I don't know, basic DIY. There you go. And then I can add underneath that column, I can add descriptions, so paint walls, whatever it may be. So it's kind of a to-do list, but it also could be used as a basic area for conversation. So you can put up the basic DIY. You can, if you wish, click on paint walls and put a bit more description on it. So need to ensure lounge walls painted in magnolia. There you go, lovely. And then people can put comments. You can put a due date, and you can assign it to someone. So if you wrote an email, you could assign it to someone there. You could give it a due date. You can like it, which I don't necessarily find useful, but go on. You could tag it, so you could tag it across projects. But then you can start putting subtasks, and this is where it's really useful. So if I click subtasks, it may be that I want to buy paint, and I want to buy paintbrush. So I won't go on, but you can see that in order to paint the walls, that could be your top level requirement. So in a business environment, you may want to set up a new website, but underneath that you may have categories in which you need to achieve X, Y and Z to be able to do that. And what's easy then is when you start ticking them off by paint, it very quickly becomes obvious how much you've got left. It doesn't give you, like Trello, a percentage completed, but what it does do is allow someone to go in and be able to highlight how much is left to do in that project. So for agile project management, for sprints, this could be quite useful to be able to do that. You could call this sprint 1, and you could have all the different projects underneath. The only thing that's a bit of a failing is that it allows anyone within your project team to tick this off, and it doesn't keep a record of who then ticked that I've found anyway. So anyway, tick that back off. You can attach files as well, and then there's a load of other things, delete, copy task, and those kind of things. So it is very like Trello, in which you can start adding to-do lists, those kind of things, or you could just have this as different information on here that you want to see. So that's looking at how you create tasks within the company or within the project. So although it's called in my company, you could use this for business or for projects. And what you can do is then, if you've got lots and lots of tasks, so let's say that you are working in an agile environment and you want to look at different tasks or different scrums, you may want to type in some words to search in here, and there we go. So really easy to be able to find anything, so the search tool is really good. The other thing as well, which is very nice, is that you can start inviting people into your Asana network, and that's pretty easy to do. And then if you click on invite them, you can start sending an invite. However, I've found working with this is much preferable that they're in Asana already. So the team calendar allows you to see what individuals have got what tasks assigned to them. So if I go to create a new task and I want to assign this for Luke in any project, let's just say I need to buy a paintbrush. Okay, due date is, let's say, tomorrow, and it's going to be in my project house renovations. Yep, there you go, so it's found that. So under house renovations, for me, I need to buy a paintbrush on the 22nd of October, which happens to be tomorrow. I can put a description in there, buy large paintbrush. Anyway, you get the idea. So create that task, that's created. Right, okay, so now if I go to back to team calendar, okay, team calendar, okay, now that's September, October, and there you go. So October 22nd, at the moment I've got weekends hidden, which is quite a nice little touch actually, that you can hide the weekend so you can just look at the work week. But there you go, so that's me, and I need to buy the paintbrush for tomorrow. And what you can do from this very simple area is click that I've completed that. And what also that allows other members of the team to be able to do is, if I double click on this task now, come off that, it tells when the task was created, tonight 10:15. It was changed to a due date of tomorrow at the same time. It was assigned to me a minute later, and it was added to house renovations, and I can write a comment in there on it, and leave it with me. So as you can see, unlike Trello or Podio, it's quite good in terms of sharing information between the team. So giving them a calendar, giving them the ability to be able to leave notes relating to that, which Trello can do, in all fairness, but it means that every task can be quite a significant package of work. You can put tags to it, so you can put DIY, you could put house or whatever, and it means that you can search for all those things outside. You can also start putting subtasks under there, so drive to store. Very difficult to put subtasks under buy a paintbrush, but anyway. So, but you can really add to this and start growing. So I think the power of Asana comes to teams and being able to work in that business project environment where you want to be able to share tasks, be able to quickly interface with it, gives a bit more usability, if that's the word for it, against Podio, which is a bit more detailed than this. So as a kind of simple to-do listing for sprints and for scrums and things like that, this is perfect, and this is really what you want to go do. The other thing it does, which is a bit of a kind of sideshow, is that you can also have conversations, but that's really just like an email. So you can say, you want to send a message to whoever it may be, and then you can start a conversation up, and that will be a private conversation between you or them, or you can type it to the team, to the project. So if I said house renovations, let's go, and I'll post that. What happens then is under house renovation project, you'll see if I click on conversations, there's a conversation from me. Let's go. So that's quite useful. The other thing as well underneath the project is that you can start putting progress status. So you can start looking at how many tasks are remaining, how many completed, those kind of things. So you can start getting into the detail. You can also upload files. Admittedly, unless you upgrade, this is quite limited in terms of what you can do. Overall, I really like Asana. I think as an individual for project now, for a to-do list, it's probably a bit overkill. For a company or for a project, however, where you've got various team members where you want to share those files, those to-do lists, track deliverables, this is perfect. Asana's really good and I really rate it. Just so you do know, the upgrades can start looking at if you just got 15 team members, you just want the basic search, then that's fine. You don't have to pay anything. If you're starting to get into a big company or a big project and it's over 15 team members, which, you know, there may be a few of you out there, that's when you have to start paying a premium, which is quite expensive. However, if you're getting into that point where you've got over 15 team members, then really paying the $30, 20 quid or whatever that will be, probably in this day and age, probably about 30 quid, that's not, you know, too expensive. But version only gives you up to 15 team members, which is perfect for most projects and for most small businesses. I hope that's helped. Please go to our website, projectmanagethis.com. We try and make project management, new business, fun and achievable. Please subscribe, please like. We always like to hear your comments and any advice on how we can improve this. So yeah, please get in touch. Okay, hope this helped. Cheers all.